welcome to the channel Pegasus, it's time to fly, and thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to be doing the June spell check. Originally I did my spell check readings weekly. I also did daily for a while, but I think the monthlies are resonating because they're over that little bit of a longer period of time, and I think yeah, they're more accurate over the month. I haven't done any recordings in a while, so my apologies to all my subscribers. I have been super busy, but going forward I am going to make this spell check a monthly event. So this is for June for you all, and at the end of the reading I'm then going to be doing 3 tarot cards for each 12 astrology groups as well. And I hope you enjoy the readings. Thank you for subscribing if I didn't say that already. Really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, then hit the bell and you'll get all my notifications when the new videos come up. I'm aiming to do in the coming months a few more pick a card readings because I like doing the pick a cards and they seem quite popular with you all. So yeah, so stay tuned. And yeah, we're going to go on to the reading. Oh, June spell check. Seems like a little while ago. Oh, that one's jumped out. We'll take that one first of all. It seems like a little while ago since I did one of these spell checks. I'm going to just light a little bit of incense to do the reading today. Hope you're all doing well and enjoying life. Lots of us going through this retrograde. I know it's a standing joke with some of us that we're always in some sort of Mercury retrograde, but actually we're not. There's only about 3 or 4 in the year, but it feels like there's quite a lot. So I'm going to burn a little bit of sage just to clear the area so we can have a nice clear reading. And we're going to burn some of our incense before we shuffle. So this one card did jump out already. So already we've got some messages of stuff that Spirit kind of want us to be aware of. So what else can we tell? What else can we know for this month of June? Well, we're coming into the summer months, aren't we? Which is good. We're kind of having some sunshine, but it's also quite a lot of rain. But then it wouldn't be British weather, would it, if it wasn't raining? And yeah, for some of you, I hope you had enjoyed the Jubilee weekend. For those that don't celebrate, I hope you've just been having a really good time of it lately. So what do we know about June? Well, oh, okay, so we've got another 4 that have jumped out. So I'm going to be using this Everyday Witch deck to start off with today. And we're going to go through some other cards, and then I'm going to use the Romance Angels to see what love has in store for us for June. Okay, so the first card we had over is King of Pentacles. Now this came out in my Instagram readings for Jubilee weekend. We had this card. So this is this earth quality, this grounded, doesn't have to be male, can be female, this grounded, dependable energy. Hard working, somebody that thrives, somebody that likes structure and processes. And we've got another 3 cards that have just jumped out there, and I am actually going to take them and we'll come over to those in a sec. So let's just turn the cards over for now. Okay, 5 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. Then we have this 2 of Swords energy in reverse, 6 of Wands, which is wonderful, and we love this, don't we? We love to see the 6 of Wands. And we end on this World card. Beautiful World card. This is the end of the Fool's journey. So that's some really significant completion that you're going through, my lovely listeners. Okay, bottom of the deck, overall energy, 8 of Pentacles. So this is us working hard towards something, or a lot of what our thought processes and our worries or our strifes or even our goals have just been all work based. So something we're aiming towards within, that we're working towards rather, within our lives. in order to bring about good times and good energies, high vibrational energies. So this card for me, this King of Pentacles, he's really sort of Taurus energy, essentially, for me as a reader. And this Taurian energy is really this Venus energy as well. So it feels like potentially this is about what drives us. So this could be that we're driven by our finances in the month of June. And there's just a little message from Spirit that some of you have needed to be more focused on your finances. Some of you have perhaps felt that you've been letting things slip a little, not focusing on areas perhaps you should have. And I think, you know, within the economy, what we're all suffering in the whole of the world at the moment is that everything's getting more expensive. Everything's getting more, everything's growing. Everything's getting bigger in terms of what is expected of us financially. You know, for some of you, your incomings are smaller than your outgoings. So they're saying to just keep a note on that for June. Keep an eye on what you're spending and, yeah, be in your king energy. So this is you being in control of finances. This isn't saying, oh, things are so terrible, you should be worried. No, not at all. It's just saying keep a rein on them. Keep control of something. Next to this, we have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords can be sneaky, tricky, deception, but this is in reverse for you. I mean, you look at the cameras the other way, but I read what's facing me, so reversals that face me is how I take the read. So this Seven of Swords is really in reverse. It's kind of, we are trying to take control of something. And with this King of Pentacles, I've just mentioned that, haven't I? Let's get control of our thought processes. Let's know that we have everything we need within us to do the right planning so that we can get things right. We can be thinking in the right ways moving forward in this month in order to bring in more of what we'd like. This feeling of equilibrium, of our even purse strings. We've got more Pentacles, more Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. In between this air energy. So sorry, I didn't say it. This is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. It feels like we are gaining our balance, putting our thought processes together so that we can have this idea of equality in our lives. The last month I spoke about the retrogrades. It might have felt in May that, you know, there were opportunities, there were things that arose for us, but we just didn't quite have the amount of control over the situation as we would have liked. Perhaps we felt that we were putting more into something than we were getting back. But this is really great, this Six of Pentacles. So it's saying we're getting this feeling of equality. We're getting this feeling that the universe wants to meet us halfway, wants to pay us back in some way. And that could be with opportunities, that could be relationships, that could be balance in our working life, in our job. Does it feel maybe, or it's gonna feel maybe in June, that things are coming good? Things are falling into place. You are being gifted opportunities to really make a difference and to really help yourself and to help others. And that might be as simple as helping the important people in your life, other people in your life. It might be that you're in a position where maybe financially you can take that partner out and treat them in some way. Or if this is children, you can like have a bit more money in the bank, a bit more about you so that you can treat them to more surprises, days out, more fun, more shared family experiences. And yeah, we're coming towards that in June, aren't we? Well, June, sort of end of June, where the kids will be going on the break. So this is going to feel like the start of June, you're kind of getting yourself ready for whatever that will be. And that might be that if this is that you are responsible for childcare, that, you know, this month you need to get everything in order, ready for these summer months. And for others, this is just this idea of getting your life in balance. Let's get everything sorted. Let's tick the boxes, cross the T's, dot the I's, so that we can go into summer and not worry so much, not be worrying about everything. You know, we've spent these months coming up, I said this undertone was this working hard. I think we've spent a long time overthinking, overworking, planning, you know, striving, and now it feels like we're coming into this time where there's going to be more balance, and it's going to be more of a time to enjoy ourselves and watch our ships come in. This Three of Wands. Okay, so this is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this is a girl in this card, but this can be female or male energy. And it's like she has been preparing. She has been preparing towards things that she wishes to change, I guess. She wants to make these changes in her life. And perhaps in the past it's felt like she's looking out really far. So that could be you. Maybe you've spent a lot of time planning ahead, really far ahead. And this card's sort of saying, we really need to bring you into the present now. Yeah, you've been doing all the groundwork. You've been planning what you want things to look like in the coming months or in the year, the rest of the year. But it feels like those things will start to fall into place for you, which is what we all really want to hear. Sometimes it feels like we're just constantly banging our head against the wall, doesn't it? You know, we're playing the game, trying to do the right things, and we're doing the work, and what have we got to show for it? We can be in that negative mind space, can't we? And then you have this Two of Swords in reverse next to this card. So this is that mind space I was just alluding to. Being stuck, not being sure what decisions to make. And it's like, I think you've been in this energy where you've known things need to change. You have been aware that certain things in life haven't been going smoothly, but you've been in this energy where you're waiting for something to, you know, miraculously materialize. And it's saying now that we can't keep doing that, you know. We've done everything we can, we've put the effort in. It's now time to just sit back, relinquish the thought processes, and just live in this present moment and let things be. Let things be. So we're coming into June. We're feeling like we need to make less decisions. It's not such a heavy energy. We've got this moon over the Two of Swords. And we're all affected by moon energy, right? It affects us in all different ways, whether we acknowledge that or not. The moon phases are what drive us. They are incredibly powerful. We've just come into this new moon in Gemini, which I'm just going to mention actually. And this new moon is really, new moons are about setting the mind space ready to develop, create, you know, be motivated, have drive, and move in a direction perhaps we'd like to move towards. Perhaps this has been you deciding that, you know what, I've not really had a good balance between work and my social life. So this is now saying it's time for us to not be so serious. You know, not think that everything in life is about, you know, what do I do next, right or wrong? Is this a good decision? Should I take that job? Should I go out with that person? Should I call that person? You know, it's like heavy energies. This reading for June just kind of wants you to chill out. It kind of wants you to know that the more you chase something, the further away from you it will run. So it's like sit back, relax, let go of your swords, you know. You don't need to constantly have them in hand in order to be happy and to just feel rested and relaxed and ready to bring on life. And as I say that, we have this Six of Wands energy. Six of Wands energy is just a lovely card within the Minor Arcana. So it's fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And it feels like you're racing towards your victories. But you see how casual this person is about it. It's like, yeah, what will be, will be. Let me sit back and enjoy what I've been working towards, cultivating in my life. That could be your sense of self, your self-esteem. It might be, you know what, I'm good. I'm good right now. I don't need to overthink all this stuff, because you know what, whether I overthink it or whether I don't, it's likely that the outcome will be pretty much the same anyway. There's a certain amount in life that I believe we have power over. Of course, we have free will. So it's important that we know in our minds who we are and what we want, I guess, out of life. But quite a few of us don't, do we? We sort of sail along, stress about things when, you know, here and there, get a bit stressy about what we can't control, fret about these things, but then we just still keep going. We still keep doing the same things. Ten of Swords. Still creating the same dialogue. What am I doing over and over and over and again, which is hurting myself? Maybe you've been hurting yourself mentally, beating yourself up, punishing yourself for just being human and for just living your life. This Ten of Swords kind of wants you to know in the month of June, it's kind of an illusion. That is an illusion, and it feels like it's one of your own making. Are you spending too much time on social media? Are you being affected by what other people tell you or feed you? Do you need to worry less about people's opinions? Care less about what people think about you or your life or how you look or what you do? And perhaps this has been something you've done for a long, long time, and the cards really want you to say, you know what, you can let go of that now. You don't really need to keep focusing on that. We can let go of the dramas, let go of this ego voice in the back of our head saying, well, you know, that doesn't work out for you. Why have I not got what she's got or he's got? Why do I not have that job? Why do I not have that money? Why do I not have that partner? Blah, blah, blah. You can hear it, right? And we can all resonate with those voices, I think. The angels want you to know that you are this beautiful, unique soul. You are this beautiful, unique soul. You are on your own journey. And this journey is, it's actually sent to bring about joy and happiness. It's sent to, yeah, it's going to give you challenges along the way, because those challenges make us who we are. But they want you to know that ultimately you are already a success. You see, this lady rides into town on Pegasus with all this fire around her. She is this pretty attractive woman, actually. This could be a male or female. So maybe this is you, and you just do not see your attractiveness. You don't see how other people view you. And viewing you as this success, viewing this attractive individual. Instead, you've been focusing on this. And in this particular deck, she doesn't really look like she's in too much pain, does she? She's on her phone. But she does have these 10 swords in her back, and 10s are about completing cycles. Something needs to change, something needs to give. More balance is required within you, my little ones. And this fire energy is like pushing you, it's pushing you towards your victory. It's saying, yeah, the horizon looks good. There's a lot of this yellow in this card. This is like a strong solar plexus energy, and this is really calling you to come together within all the positivity that is within you. Understand who you are, and you're closing up this cycle. So something is ending in June. Something you're doing is going to come to an end. but it's going to feel like as it comes to an end, you are so much more aware of what's going on in your life, so much more aware of, this could be groups of people that have been around you. Maybe you're leaving a job. Maybe you're moving to a completely different city or country. And it's time to leave certain things behind. Take the lessons and understand that this has been a long journey. This has been a journey where you've had your ups and downs, your triumphs. You've perceived some failure in amongst that. If we have this like imbalance in our mind of perceived failure and perceived success, I think it's a really dangerous thing. We need to have a bit of both, I guess, because that would be balance, right? So it kind of keeps us in check, and so we don't have these like massive egos and huge head that we can't get through the door. But ultimately, I think it really wants us to understand that we need both. We need both to be healthy. And for our mental health and for our well-being, we need to understand that, yeah, we're not perfect, but we're on a pretty good trajectory, aren't we? We're on a pretty good road. Even if you don't realise it right now, June is going to be quite a harmonious month for some of you. It's going to be where, yeah, there's going to be this journey of self-discovery. But it's ending this cycle, and we're going to come out of it in this feeling that we really know ourselves better. Yeah, we really know ourselves better. And that is where enlightenment comes from. That's where we're shining the torch on our existence, ourself, and what life is really about. We might not always think, God knows, we don't know what life's about, but it's like, sometimes we know within inside. So Romance Angels, you have the finance and career card. I spoke a bit about this with this King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles aren't always about finance. They can be about strength and power and being focused. But with this finance card, I think for some of you watching, either you're really kind of acing that, so you're really getting your finances under control and you're seeing some movement and you're feeling more like secure, more stable. For some of you, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So is there some, you know, this King of Pentacles could be the man or the woman in your life, or could be you. So I said, remember, that was really Taurus for me, but you know, with it being Pentacles, it can be Virgo or Capricorn energy as well. Again, as a reader, it depends what your sun, moon and rising is. I don't know if you know what those are, but it might be worth checking out. There's some wonderful free charts on YouTube and online that you can go check those out, and then you can understand, you know, you'll resonate with more, so you might be able to check out other signs that you might have a moon or a rising in, and I think that could be really interesting for you. So finances and love. Okay, soulmate energy. This is your soulmate. Some people will be meeting their soulmate in the month of June. Perhaps you walk into a room and two people kind of look at each other and they understand. There is some attraction, but nothing said, and who knows, maybe it's just your first glimpse in June. Maybe that's something that's going to grow into a lot more. Next card, religious factors. Now, I had this card in my weekly Instagram reads. I am on Instagram as well. Come and join me over there. I'll put the details on the screen or in the details below, and you can check that out as well. But this religious factors in the weekly Instagram poll was talking about faith. And now for some of you, that will be specifically to a religious group that you follow or you're part of, or that could be part of your family. For some of you, this will be a spiritual element, developing as your spiritual self, understanding yourself better. I did talk about that with the World card. And for others, this will just be your faith and your beliefs. Are they changing? Did you have faith in somebody and they let you down, or you perceived that they let you down? because the next card we have is forgiving and learning. Perhaps someone let you down, and these factors are something that you're now looking at when you make choices or you make decisions going forward. It says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. We get hurt by these past experiences. And you know what? If we weren't human and we didn't have our ego, we would move from experience to experience, and we'd say, yeah, okay, I've learned from that, I know what I can do with that, I'll take that, and then I'll go to the next level. It's like a computer game, isn't it? We don't sit there going, when we play a computer game for 3 years, oh gosh, I remember level 2, I couldn't get past, I don't know, the witch, or I couldn't collect the health or the treasure. You know, we don't do that when we play those games. We understand it's a process. We play it, we go through it, we take what we've learned from it, and then we keep going. We go on and we go on and we go on. So this is what I really want you to know for June, for somebody watching that. Keep pushing forward. Keep going. Have faith. Have this faith that I talked about. What's for you will not go past you. If you're married and you're in a relationship, perhaps something's gone on in the last few months that's meant you've needed to do some forgiving with each other, and maybe just learning who you both are. We don't start out, sorry, I'll get my words out. We don't stay stuck as the person that we first met. We're changing and we're evolving all the time, sometimes together, sometimes apart. And this can be when we have most of our problems. And as I said that, this card, getting to know each other, jumped out. So it's like getting to understand who we are now within this relationship. You know, we've evolved. Maybe there's things going on in your partner's life at work, and they're evolving and they're changing. This could be for a positive or a negative, depending on how it's playing out in the relationship. And this is asking you really to just be supportive, have some understanding, be willing to not jump to conclusions. It says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Yeah, I feel June is definitely going to be a month where bonds are igniting, becoming stronger, developing, and yeah, we really need to just throw ourselves into it. Okay, I'm going to go on to the astrology groups now. I'm going to timestamp them below so you can check your particular sign, and then I'm going to do a 3-card pull just for you. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the monthly collective, and I'll see you in the astrology.